Planning to travel to Seoul, South Korea? You're going to need a Korea travel pass, and if you've been doing your research, you might already be overwhelmed by all the different options that are out there, such as the WOWPass, Namane, TMoney, Discover Seoul Pass, and many more. But which one is the best? Which one is the travel pass for me? Well, there is no short answer to that question, as it depends on many factors such as what you're looking for the travel pass to do for you, how long do you plan to stay in South Korea, and what you plan to do while you're in South Korea. And those are exactly the questions that I, Steve from the Fat Life Project, will be answering to help you decide on the right Korea travel pass for you in this Korea travel pass comparison video. Subscribe for more travel guides such as this, as well as fat things to see, eat, and do in cities across the world, and let's jump straight into it. So let's start with the basics. The TMoney Pass is the card which will allow you to use all forms of public transportation such as the subways and buses in all major cities in South Korea. The card costs start from 3,000 Korean won, and you can get them at convenience stores such as 7-Eleven, Daiso, CU Mini Stop, and GS25. The TMoney Pass can also be used for purchases at the very same convenience stores and anywhere where the TMoney logo is listed as a payment method. You can top up the TMoney Pass at these machines, which you can find at any subway station, and you can also get whatever's left of your TMoney balance by the end of your trip by heading to any TMoney card sales or top-up locations and informing the staff of how much refund you want. A service fee of 500 won will be charged for this, and refunds will be done in units of 10,000 Korean won, which means if your balance is too low, this step may not be worth doing. The TMoney Pass is a card that is available to both locals and tourists. But the MPass, which is short for Metropolitan Pass, is the TMoney alternative designed for tourists and short-term visitors. It is basically the TMoney Pass with a validity of 1 to 7 days. The MPass can be used in Seoul or Jeju Island. However, unlike the TMoney Pass, you are limited to 20 transportation rides a day. You also cannot top up the MPass, and you also cannot reuse it if you do plan to come back to Seoul for a return trip. You can get the MPass at Incheon or Jeju International Airports, as well as TMoney Town located at Seoul Station. I have included the exact location for TMoney Town as well as their opening hours in my description box. The MPass prices start from 15,000 Korean won for a 1-day pass up to 64,500 Korean won for a 7-day pass. I have also included the detailed pricing details in my description box. The price includes a deposit of 5,000 Korean won, which you can get back together with whatever card balance is left when you return your card at the TMoney Town towards the end of your trip. And like the TMoney Pass, you will be charged a 500 won service fee for the refund. Oh, and the MPass is strictly for subway and buses use only. You cannot use it for any other purposes. But what about the Discover Seoul Pass? Well, much like the MPass, the Discover Seoul Passes are designed for short-term visitors to get the absolute most out of their visit. Think of the Discover Seoul Passes as a super loaded MPass with all the extras thrown in, as these passes not only cover the transportation costs but also the access ticket costs for over 30 top tourist attraction spots in Seoul. There are 3 options: the 1, 2, or 3-day passes, which start from 50,000 Korean won up to 90,000 Korean won, as you can see here. Yes, it is quite a bit more expensive compared to the other options we've discussed so far, but you could actually end up saving money if you plan on going to all these tourist spots anyway. The validity time of your Seoul Pass starts the moment you swipe the card to enter your very first attraction. Basically, the Discover Seoul Pass is worth it if you plan on doing a lot of sightseeing. The downside is that if you plan to hang around Korea for more than 3 days, you will need another travel pass. You may have also heard of the Korea Tour card during your research, but as of the writing of this video, the Korea Tour card has been discontinued until further notice, as you can see on their website. The travel pass that I personally ended up choosing when I visited Seoul recently, though, is the WOWPass. Allow me to explain why. The WOWPass, in summary, is basically a TMoney pass with built-in money exchange and debit card capabilities. You see, there are 2 separate balances in the WOWPass. There is the WOWPass balance that you can use anywhere credit cards are accepted in Korea, and the TMoney balance, which does exactly what the TMoney pass I outlined earlier does. You can top up the WOWPass balance using either Korean won or your own local currency, as you can see here. And further, you can do that using cash or your own credit/debit card, making it amazingly convenient in the event that you do run out of cash. And you can even top up either at the WOWPass machines located basically at all the subway stations throughout Seoul or within the WOWPass app itself. However, like the TMoney pass I mentioned earlier, the TMoney component of the WOWPass can only be topped up using Korean won at the machines that look like this at the subway stations. The WOWPass suited my purposes more, as I have already covered the tourist spots in Seoul in my previous visits and didn't need the extra benefits that the Discover Seoul Pass was going to give me. And moreover, I was going to stay for well over a week, which meant that neither the Discover Seoul or MPass would suit my purposes. I was also going to be doing a lot of shopping and didn't quite like the idea of the overseas transaction charges my credit card was going to charge me, and so the WOWPass was the perfect option for me. Another key difference of the WOWPass is that you can get exclusive cashback offers at selected Korean restaurants and shops, as you can see here within the WOWPass app. The WOWPass will cost you 5,000 Korean won, however you can get it for 20% off at 4,000 Korean won if you purchase it prior to your arrival in Seoul within the WOWPass app or on the WOWPass website. I have previously done another video covering the WOWPass in more detail, and I've linked it here in case you want to check that out as well. Oh, and whilst you can get your WOWPass balance refunded to you at the end of the trip, you can also choose to keep your WOWPass for your return visits to Seoul, which is what I will be doing. But perhaps the closest alternative to the WOWPass would be the Namane card. In summary, it basically does everything that the WOWPass does. However, unlike the WOWPass, it does not allow you to top up the card using your own local currency, though you can still top up the card using your non-Korean credit card within the Namane app. Another key difference of the Namane card is that it allows you to customize the card by uploading pictures of yourself or whatever designs you might desire onto the Namane app. This again may or may not be a benefit that is useful to you. It does also cost slightly more than a WOWPass at 7,000 Korean won. So as you can see, there is no one best Korea travel pass that suits everybody. It just really depends on what you're looking for the card to do. I have included a link to my blog in the description box where I have done a table summarizing and comparing the different Korea travel passes for your ease of reference. I also have plenty of South Korea recommendations in my Korea playlist, which I have also included at the end of this video. If you got to this point of the video, I do hope that you have a fantastic day ahead or that you've already had a good day. As always, I will see you very soon in the next video.